Hello everybody, the Lawn Gnome is here, and a big boss must have a vision. So for a throwback day, and let me tell you, this is one throwback day for me, I went and dove real deep into the archives to try and find a movie that I had really not seen in quite some time, especially something that was not a Disney classic, and I managed to find a movie that I can remember being all the rage when I was 9 years old. It was the movie to see, alongside Tim Burton's Batman, and I am talking about the Touchstone Pictures, Warren Beatty directed, Warren Beatty starred in, Dick Tracy. Of course, the movie is based on the famous cartoon and comic strip of that ace detective that manages to take down all of these famous crazy rogues gallery of villains, including Flat Top, Prune Face, The Brow, you name it. This was probably one of the most historically colorful story ever told in the history of comic strips and cartoons. So it was only a matter of time before it became a colorful film, and what better company to do it than Touchstone, which happens to be one of Disney's companies, and they gave us a great classic a couple of years before that in Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I remember going to Disney World in Florida when I was 9 years old, and that was basically what Disney theme parks were all about, marketing this movie. I think this was even the very first time that I really saw a major advertising campaign for a movie. It was everywhere, and when I saw it, I absolutely loved it, finally. Didn't get to see it in the theaters, but I did see it when it came out on video, and I loved every minute of this movie, so I wanted to see if I actually would enjoy it just as much. Even though, looking at it now, the plot is definitely a little weak, but the movie as a whole, from an artistic view, is great. I mean, it is so beautiful. It's every bright color you could possibly imagine splattered all over this amazing pencil-sketched comic book-like background to make you look as if you are actually watching a noir comic book come to life. The acting is also very good, and God, what an amazing group of actors they got to be in this movie. Alongside the director Warren Beatty, you've got Madonna, you got Mandy Patinkin, you got Al Pacino, Paul Sorvino, Dustin Hoffman, the great William Forsythe. I mean, jeez, I couldn't believe that they managed to get all of these guys in and throw in a newcomer named Charlie Korsmo as the kid. Yeah, you also probably remember him as Jack from Hook and William Lichter from Can't Hardly Wait. But it was a real fun movie. Every bit of this movie is just comic strip. Hero versus villain. But Al Pacino plays this brand new character in the Dick Tracy world called Big Boy Caprice, and basically he did something that you never saw in the comic strip of Dick Tracy. He basically wanted to take all of the gangsters and make one big gang for Dick Tracy to fight. And that's basically what the movie is about. And I also couldn't believe how many Academy Awards this movie got nominated for, even though the whole story is simply mediocre. I mean, it got nominated for 7, and it won 3! And Al Pacino was nominated for his role as Big Boy, and I won't deny the fact that he was fantastic. I mean, Al Pacino, is he ever really bad in anything, no matter how good or how bad the movie is? The music is also great. It's got that great 1950s jazz, and Madonna's got some great songs in it. Dick Tracy is just a fun, colorful, in-your-face gangster film. It's not meant to be a major adult film. It's got a very family-oriented feel to it. Kids will love it just as much as adults will. Reminded of the days of reading the comic books and watching the old cartoon. It's a real fun movie, and I truly did enjoy it. I'm going to give Dick Tracy 3 out of 4. If you have seen Dick Tracy, please throw your comments in the box, let me know what you thought about it, and I really feel so great seeing this movie again, because I'm glad to say that it really was a fun movie, remembering it as a little kid, and seeing it again as an adult, it really was still a fun movie. Thanks for this great throwback day as always, guys, and I'll see you soon. Actions speak louder than words.